Hello, beautiful people. This is Kira Audrin, and in this video I am going to be first talking and then offering you an invitation to either share this video for you and your loved ones or those whom you know or feel that can benefit from the sound journey. You can save this video to come back to over and over and over. But I'm going to be talking to you about the interdimensional consciousness, not only that we are exploring right now through our continual waking evolution together, but how stepping into your gifts over and over and over is a pathway to not just, of course, activating your spiritual or your psychic abilities or innate healing abilities or your telepathy. We're all on this journey right now, especially if you are already on that path as a healer or a mentor or a sacred facilitator. Your sensitivities, our collective sensitivities in the body is going to continue to awaken and be established in this vessel. I woke up this morning and I felt compelled to offer a sound journey, and I'm going to do another one in my Facebook community. It's called Soul Awakened Leaders. If you're not in there, go ahead and join us in there. But the interdimensional consciousness, we are multidimensional beings, and we know this. Some of us remember this. We might have come in as a gifted person, but we're remembering how to palpate energy, and what higher dimensional frequencies do is it purges emotional consciousness, it purges physical ailments, it brings traumas, which is stored vibrations in the body, okay, in the nervous system, at the cellular level, even in the molecular structure of your body. So just a little bit about me if you don't know, and I'm just going to keep this short because it's not about me, it's about you. But for the last 16 years, God has utilized me to not only heal cancer, but shrink tumors, start and stop women's periods, just depending on what's going on in their womb consciousness, vast amounts of healing. I have a testimonial in my album. If you go to the album of testimonials of my soul work, one woman, she had hearing loss. She got her hearing back. And so when you see me show up live, or when I'm talking about our quantum healing abilities, I also used to not have a mobility to walk. I can walk, and now I'm running again. So it's very real, tangible results. And what I've found over and over and over is, yes, there are traumas that are passed down through your genetics, okay? But when we cling to our, of course, especially when we're little and we're experiencing some of the extremes of life or whatever it is, and I know that you guys, some of you know my stories, homelessness, over 15 accounts of sexual abuse in this body, single motherhood, ex-addict. I've moved through and transcended a lot in my own body and in my own consciousness, and have had the pleasure to facilitate and hold space for others for 16 years. And this is what I do, the heart of what I do, which is God's medicine through this body, and God's medicine through your body if you feel compelled to step into your gifts. And so this is why I talk so much about your quantum field abilities and stepping into them, because when you allow yourself to not just get curious, it's not about pulling cards, it's not even about the meditation or the yoga practices or da-da-da-da-da. That's the merging of health in the body and us having respect for our vessels, respect for our emotions, and not staying there, okay? And not reactivating, because we have the ability to reactivate whatever we want. And that's the purpose of the sound healing here a little bit. But when we get out of the way, and it's not a mental thing, it's something that we practice in the body, and I'm going to lead that before we move into the sound journey, is part of us practicing our gifts is slowing down our brain waves. And when we slow down, those stuck vibrations, they do come to the surface. We are here to evolve over and over and over. And sometimes when we think, oh, like I'm ready to heal this, or I'm ready to go down this rabbit hole, your life is going to change. It's going to be polarized. We are going to feel the emotional body get rocked, the spiritual consciousness come online, the mental imprints change, and the physiology, your anatomy, begin to alchemize and heal. That is the journey that every single human being is on. We can make this easier on ourselves, or we can fight it. But a lot of the ways that we are here to nourish ourselves at a higher dimensional plane, so this is beyond the fifth dimension, is not just having a cognitive understanding of how the universe works, which is communicates rather, which is through sound, vibration, holograms, but how that gets projected into the fourth dimension, which is time and space. Okay, this is where your psyche, or the alpha waves, okay, begin to open up and absorb information, which is transferred through the nervous system, then begins to get funneled into your chakra system. Okay, your auric field is one of your multidimensional bodies. Okay, that's why I talk about your aura. It's very scientific. Okay, and we have the ability to tap in, attune ourselves over and over, and that is through the waking life. Okay, so from the time you wake up, from the time we go to sleep. Okay, so when we open up, it's not just like, okay, I have an intention to open up. Yes, when you have that intent, you're going to be led to facilitators, to healers, to teachers, to mentors, or you might have a spontaneous healing or a spontaneous activation from the divine. That's a divine interference, which is phenomenal and exciting for you if you've had some of those experiences. Okay, but when we are taking our path to human evolution seriously, in the third dimension, we have clarity of mind. We begin to heal, we begin to attract higher vibrational relationships, higher dimensional, possibly career opportunities, or if you're an entrepreneur, your business will expand. Health, vitality in the body, we begin to prioritize ourselves because we are the divine. And we begin, I don't want to say balance, but we begin to prioritize what our soul desires are, rather than, okay, this is the desire of maybe what my parents wanted, or for me, or a coach, or, you know, we're here online learning and influencing one another over and over and over. Our projections and our lenses begin to clear every single day. Okay. Now, when we attune to our gifts, it is a practice, and this is something that on my journey I started doing at the age of 11, and didn't realize I was doing it because I did have a very deep, staunch, rigid experience in the Christian church at a young age. But I'm very thankful for the path that I chose, because I learned through default how to hear God's voice very clear. And what I've learned over time, you guys, just so you know, I don't watch TV. I shut off the TV when I was 15 years old. It's boring. That world is very boring to me, because every single day we have the abilities to interface with cosmic consciousness. Okay, interface with the natural world, and that's where a lot of this intelligence, or your mycelium network, if you will, can be uploaded into your body. And this is your super consciousness. This is your psychic abilities. This is the ways that you can heal and manifest your health, your wealth, your relationships, and really hone in on stepping into the version and multiple versions of you that are available. Now, I just want to share with you that this is a process over and over and over and over and over. Every single day is square one. Every single day is an invitation to learn from our surroundings, our people, our mirrors. And just real quick, you guys don't have to be a mirror to everybody. You can to a degree, but we get the conscious choice, of course, to either be a conscious creator or to respond and react upon default. And as the planet is shifting more into a fourth and fifth dimensional plane, these bodies are transforming in a manner to where our 7 basic chakra system is purging, it's expanding. So all of the low vibrations, when I say low, some of the soul wounds and soul traumas that I've been cleansing and purging over this last week and will continue is for you. So I've had messages, you guys, just real quick, in my inbox here. I feel like my life is falling apart, or I'm experiencing immense sadness and anger. I've been through that too this last week. Okay, but we don't want to get stuck there, because that is a memory field of time and space. We have the ability to transcend it. I'm not talking about spiritually bypassing. I don't subscribe to that. But we don't want to stay there, because that is reinforcing a pattern in the quantum field. We're here to, okay, understand, pivot, manifest. Let it move through the body. Let it move, okay? And sometimes, yes, we can cling. All right, and that is the purpose of why we're having a sound bath today, because if there's anything that you have, whether it's, first it's unawareness, whatever it is, and then it moves to awareness, okay? We don't know what we don't know. If we're unaware, then it really is in our face, right? So I invite you, if there's any way that I can support you, whether it be one-on-one through a session or mentoring, or here in 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks, I'm running a 2-week intensive called Activate, Create, and Commit. It's about activating dormant codes. It's about even laying down to rest what no longer serves. It's about moving forward in your mission. Some of us are ready to create a methodology, or create our first course, or extend our brand, whatever it is. Or we're ready to be open for our next romantic relationship, our first one, okay? Whatever it is, I know that I can serve you, and I know I'm very confident, very, very confident that we can move you not just interdimensionally in 3 weeks, but really hone in on your personal and professional goals. So that it's not boot camp, it's an intensive. Starts in 2 weeks. It's only $444 right now. The price is going to double here in about a week. Sound healing. So on my journey as a healer, I started intuitively at the age of 19 with crystal healing and sound healing. We didn't have crystal bowls back then. So I started with tuning forks. I started with chimes. I started with Tibetan singing bowls, the brass bowls. Okay? And singing to people. So what it does, and I know that we're online, and if you're in Colorado, or if you come to one of the retreats this summer, you can be immersed in to the crystal singing bowls. And sometimes I don't feel called today. I'll play the didgeridoo or the drum. Okay. But if you feel called wherever you are right now, I'm just going to set our space. Because what it does is the sound begins to open up the psyche and take you deeper into your alpha states of consciousness, so that way you can begin to merge with your higher self. So I'm just going to ask for everybody who is watching or participating, whether it be now or in the future now, that they connect with their souls, that we connect with our souls and our soul codes and our connection to God, and nothing more and nothing less. Any sort of anxieties, fears, imprints to densities in the earth plane or in the cosmic consciousness be released. That abundance codes be activated in our RNA and our DNA. That whatever the body is ready to respond to and open to at the highest dimensional plane, for the soul's guidance back home to the great I am, let it be so. I ask for all relations, the water beings, the creepy crawlers, the animals, the birds of the air, my human family, as well as the extraterrestrial family that is underground in our oceans and in our atmospheres and in this galaxy, that we unite under God's consciousness as we all move through this shift together. May we return to complete stillness. I ask for the bones in our bodies to mend, the blood to open up to health. I ask for the organs to be repaired. I ask for the brain to harmonize. I ask for the fluids in the spine to open up to vitality, health, and the plasmic codes that are coming from the sun, and that our breath to deepen. If you'll take a deep inhalation in through the nose, exhale everything out. Inhale again. Exhale everything out. If there's anything that has been in your awareness, whether it be conscious or unconscious, subconscious, where you can feel through sensation that something is ready for harmonization, let it float to the sun, or you can send it to the bowls for alchemization. left hand to the navel and the right hand to the heart. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Thank you for yourself, and in your own way, please thank yourself for your existence, for your breath. Thank yourself for the seeds that have been planted on your heart, and for exactly who you are and what you are right now. If you're watching live or the replay, or if you've participated in some way today, I'm going to ask that you please drink some water, extra water at that. If you felt anything move, it is going to be normal and natural. If there is any sort of emotional release, whether it be through sound healing or any time you do any sort of energy work, sound healing, any sort of even intention, it breaks things up, as we were talking about in the beginning of this video. I want to thank you for your time today. I love you all very, very much. I'll see you soon.